The prosecutions of James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James are likely about to come to a very unceremonious end for Pam Bondi and her Department of Justice. Last week, Bondi was called out by the judge that was overseeing a consolidated motion from both Letitia James and James Comey, seeking to have the cases dismissed because they're arguing that Lindsey Halligan, the U.S. attorney in the Western District of Virginia, was improperly appointed to that position. So the judge, rather than hearing both of these things separately, consolidated them. And one of the DOJ lawyers, a man by the name of Henry Whitaker, went in there and told the judge, Judge, look, if there's any issues with Halligan, who used to be Trump's insurance lawyer, with her appointment, it's strictly a clerical error, right? There's no issues because after all, Pam Bondi came in and also signed off on the indictment, so we technically don't even need Halligan. And the judge was like, okay, yeah, Pam Bondi did file this paperwork that said she also read the transcripts of the grand jury and that she then signed off on the indictment. So yeah, you're right. We don't need Halligan. Oh, by the way, though, the judge says, there's just one little problem. When Pam Bondi signed this and said she read the transcripts, do you know what didn't exist at the time? The transcripts. So Pam Bondi lied to the court, lied to the judge, lied on the charging documents to have these two individuals prosecuted. I have never, and neither have the legal experts that have talked about this, never have we ever seen an instance where a prosecutor lies on charging documents and the case is allowed to continue. That doesn't ever happen. I mean, that literally never happens. So those oral arguments were this past Thursday. So I imagine maybe later today, perhaps tomorrow or the day after, these charges will be dropped. There is nothing at this point Pam Bondi can do. The judge specifically, even though Bondi wasn't in court, called her out and said Pam Bondi lied on the charging documents. She said she read things that at the time didn't even exist. And that's why she signed off on it. So she's admitting that I didn't see the things that I say I'm using to charge these people. Therefore, these charges cannot stand. That is the logical conclusion to this. So these two political prosecutions that are very soon, by the way, to be followed by Eric Swalwell and Adam Schiff, because we just learned a couple days ago that, we got these guys on mortgage fraud. What a coincidence. All these Democrats committing the same crime that Donald Trump got convicted for. Oh boy. Wow. What are the odds? 0. That's what the odds are. But these prosecutions will also not stand. So these first prosecutions, these first, attempts to take down Donald Trump's political enemies have gone down in flames. And the reason they've gone down in flames is because of what I've been saying since day one of this administration. Trump has picked the most incompetent people to run the federal government. And that is something we should be eternally thankful for. If Trump had put even slightly competent people in the positions, the country would be 1,000 times worse today than it already is. But because he picked the dumbest people we've ever seen in the universe, everything falls apart. And Donald Trump's most dastardly dreams cannot come true because of the dumbasses that he has put in charge of it. And that, again, is something we should all be thankful for. Scientists recently discovered a new evolutionary trait in puppies, and it's that they cannot grow up and reach their full potential unless you subscribe to this channel. Don't do it for me, folks. Do it for little Atlas and Judge here.
Good boys. You do good. You want to say something?
No? Okay.